You know, every time I leave Algeria, I go into like a panic attack. I'm leaving Algeria right now. It's because Algeria's been there for me through so many things, and so have Algerians, but it's getting harder for me as time goes by. And some of you guys know my story. So about 11 years ago, my son died. His name was Mehdi. And his father was from Iran, and his father beat me up a lot, and his father abused me so bad. And it took me a long time to get the strength to come back here. My story did not start with a husband. My story started with Algeria. My story started in 2001 in Paris, and I met Kabils, and they were my friends. And they loved me, you know, my Kabil friends loved me. And they always told me that I was beautiful and I was smart. And they supported me, and they were my real friends. Like still know some of them. And the first person that ever told me that they really loved me was from Algeria back in 2001. And in 2002, 2003, 2004, I just had a lot of friends like online from Algeria. I never even really met any in Orlando. I didn't even know where they were because there wasn't a lot of them. And in 2005, I met a huge love of my life at a Shebholic concert in July of 2005. I had my daughter with a Moroccan guy that I fell in love with, but he didn't stay with me. And in 2005, I met Wahib at Shebholic, and that started my crazy descent into writing books. We had a beautiful summer, 2005. We were the best friends. We were like beautiful. But he got in trouble, and he ended up having to go back to Algeria. And then after he left, my heart broke in half, and I wrote my first book, Big Mabula, and then I wrote Algerian Sons. And that year I started planning my first trip to Algeria, which was in 2006 in the winter. My mother got me a ticket when my great aunt died. In January of 2006, I went to Algeria, and I got to see Makam Shahid. And then when I got home, I started my Algerian channel, which was Algerian. It was called Kwalar, but now it's called Algerian Sons. And I still didn't have a lot of drama or sadness with Algeria, but that winter I decided to go to Wahran. My mother kind of let me go over Christmas vacation, and it was then that I've met the man that I eventually married. So I already had relationships with Algerians before that, but that's when all the real stuff started. I didn't know this guy. And he physically pretty much, I was already so depressed over losing Wahib, and always so depressed that I didn't have, and I just married this guy, I didn't even know him. And after I married him, like from the very beginning, he was hitting me. He hit me all the time. And then he got me pregnant. And I just wanted to make the relationship work because I just wasn't lucky in love, you know? And he beat me nonstop. And I went back to America. I was pregnant, and I had our baby. And he was beating me while I was pregnant. And nobody did anything to stop him. And I couldn't tell my family what he was doing. And our son died. Our son died in 2008. 11 days after he was born. And after that, I started gaining like weight. Like I got so fat. I was like almost 300 pounds. And I never went back to Algeria. Finally, after 4, he wouldn't give me a divorce. I begged him, please give me a divorce. Please let me go. Please let me find another husband. Let me find someone that loves me. And he took my ability to have children away. And he told me, he goes, you're nothing. He goes, you need to be happy. Anyone would touch a dirty pig like you. He broke my life. And then in 2013, I tried to commit suicide. And I started making friends with Algerians again. And then 2015, I finally went back to Morocco, and I went to Algeria, and I had surgery to lose weight. And I finally went back to Algeria, and I went by myself. And then I moved to Algeria for 3 months, and then I didn't go back. I lived there till 2016, and I didn't go back until last summer. And I stayed there for like a couple weeks, and I fell in love with it again. And this year has been a really hard trip for me because emotionally, like, I've had to come to terms with that my life has changed, and I'm probably never going to be happy. I'm never going to be loved again, and I'm never going to have a family again. And so I started helping Algerians. Like, I've helped over 500 of them get their papers. I've helped them with problems. I helped Mustafa when he was homeless. I did a lot of things to help Algerians, and I'm always with them, and I love them. But I went through so much, and now I'm just kind of like, I'm just broken. Like, I know that there's no future for me here. It's a beautiful country, but it's not mine. So I just want to go home to my mother, you know? And I don't know if I'm ever going to come back here. This trip was so painful because all it was all the memories. I'm friends with Mananook and stuff, but it was just all the memories of all the things I'll never have. I'm never going to be a wife. I'll never have my son back. I'm never going to be a family. I'm just broken. So now I'm leaving Algeria, and it's just not my country, you know what I mean? I just always wanted it to be my country. I wanted to be a wife, and I wanted to have a family. And instead, I didn't get any of those things. I lost like everything. I'm brokenhearted. So I still love it, but it's just not my place. It's not my country, and I'm realizing that. I'm realizing all those things I wanted, I'm never gonna have them. I'm never gonna be a wife. I'm never gonna have my son back. Anyway, I'm appreciative of all my friends. And even last night, I was helping Algerians. I had one come all the way from Setif because I had to help them. I appreciate my friends, and I honor their love, and I honor them. And I love my Algerian friends. I wish I was a citizen. I wish I had papers. I wish somebody would give a shit about me and give me a green card to be able to come here and stay, but they never do. So I'm just here like a loser, and just running around. And nobody understands how broken I am. They don't understand that helping Algerians is probably the only reason I'm not dead, you know? I miss my son. I miss my baby. I miss my son. I just don't live here anymore, you know? This isn't my home. You know? I can make jokes with Mananook. I can make jokes all day long. But in the end, I don't have anybody. So I'm leaving Algeria. I just had to tell all of you guys this because I needed you to understand that how much I love all you guys, and how sad I am, and how much I miss my baby, and how much I'm so broken. I'm trying to be strong, but I am so sick mentally and from the pain of what I've been through. I just want to see my mom. I just want to go home. I just want to see my mother, and I want to go home, you know? But I'm still there for all of you. I'm just brokenhearted, and I hope you love me back. Like the Algerians always loved me back. I just hope they love me back. Like I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, Algeria, for everything you gave me. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for helping me become a writer and making me an expert in something. I know everything about Algeria, even the small things. Thank you for loving me from all these years, even though I'm not a wife and I'm not a mother and I have no connection here anymore. You know, I just wish I had a passport. I wish I could come back here whenever I wanted, and I wasn't always scared I would lose my visa. I need Algeria. I need to belong somewhere. And I just pray to God somehow I get my green card. I wish they would give me permanent residence here so I never had to be scared I would lose it. You know? I just wish they would give me something so I could always feel like I could come back. You know? So I'm leaving now, and I hope I can come back someday. I love all of you guys. Thank you for everybody in Algeria for doing so much for me. Thank you for my friends in Morocco that took care of me, that always understand my crazy bullshit. And just wanted people to know how I felt. And then I missed it here. But when I came here, it was so beautiful. It hurt me, you know. I love you.